Hello, it's Kevin here. Video time again. It's been a couple of weeks, but we haven't had a lot of response to the topic in our group, IELTS 9 Pro on Telegram. Link below, or if you're watching on IELTS 9 Pro, then you already know. So this is essay number 6. What we're currently doing, we're looking at recently reported questions and topics in IELTS Academic Writing Task 2. Okay, so we were doing all the ones from the previous papers, 18, 17, 16, etc. We've done all or most of those. And we were asked to talk about new topics, so that's what we are doing. First things first, disclaimer, fair use, etc. Okay. Get that out of the way. So this is number 6, as I say. So the topic is supermarkets should only sell food produced from within their country rather than imports from overseas. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So you can paraphrase it a little, as you can see here. Homegrown produce should be sold, make it passive, should only sell from active. Change the word order around. That's 3 ways you can paraphrase. The thesis for this one here, I say, well, while this would indeed be beneficial, it's likely to lead to shortages of many items we take for granted, as we'll see. A full introduction. It has been said that only homegrown produce should be sold in supermarkets rather than food imported from overseas. In my view, while this would benefit a country's farmers and be green, this policy is likely to lead to shortages of many items we take for granted as available all year round. And I've got my sample essay and 5 introductions to comment upon. Let's look at the full essay first. So, let's get to the point. Paragraph 2. Selling home-produced food in supermarkets would seem to be a sound idea, economically and environmentally. Local farmers would make money, this would find its way to the economy, and being close by, food would not have to be transported, thus reducing the environmental load of the products. I give the example of bananas. It takes a lot of money and time to bring bananas all the way from Africa or wherever they are grown. So, I won't read out every single word, you can read it for yourself. However, sensible this seems to be, we need to consider not all types of food can be grown all year round. If only local produce is sold, of course, then when those foods are out of season, then that's it. There's a gap in the shelves. Excellent example, in the UK, our climate is not so good. Tomatoes, you might get, months, a couple of weeks in the summertime, and that's it. So if you don't import foreign imports from warmer countries, then there would be no tomatoes in English supermarkets or shops. So such a policy would mean that not only exotic foods, bananas, wouldn't be available, but also out of season goods, foods would also be missing. So in conclusion, while the idea that homegrown food should be sold in supermarkets initially seems like a good idea, the consequence would definitely be a lack of choice. When it's out of season, you either import it from somewhere where the season's good, or you don't have it, and that's just it. So 310 words. I could have cut it down. I only wrote it a little while ago, so as you would do in the exam, I did it in 20 minutes. So anyway, but I think it works. I think it does the job, as we say. Now, introduction. Now, a couple of people. So, in today's progressive and sophisticated world, what you mean today? Okay, now, topic of controversy. A couple of people have used this, and I keep posting in the in our group link below, and it's a new group now, so it's a different link from previous videos. IELTS don't choose controversial topics. Controversial will be something like abortion, the death sentence. That's controversial. Selling local products is hardly controversial, so don't include it. Every teacher examiner who you can see online will tell you the same. Don't use it. It's one of the phrases or sentences to avoid. No controversial topics, please. And we've got it here as well. Can be considered as a controversial issue. No, it can't. Why would it be controversial? Okay, and that's a little bit short. Okay. Now, this particular one here, try to paraphrase a little too much. Marketers, you mean supermarkets, which is not the same. And the actual word he meant to use was to vend. You mean sell. So be careful when you're paraphrasing. And this one again is very short. We've got this passive construction. Are encouraged. Encouraged by whom? Who is encouraging them? So, okay. This one's a little better. Well, it's a fair bit better. Okay. Supermarkets better support domestic food, products. Okay. So you need to be careful when you're writing your introductions and indeed your whole essays. Okay. What's the key words? Supermarkets only sell food rather than imports. How do you paraphrase that? You know, don't change it using vocabulary that doesn't fit. And then have a good couple of ideas, and that's it. It's not that difficult, really. I'll tell you what, I'll just put this whole essay on the screen so you can see it. I'll just get the whole thing on, and I'll leave it there. Okay, hope that helps. Hope you find that useful. There's another new topic in the group. Can't remember what it is exactly. I think it's about sustainable lifestyles, but that's going to be the next topic and subject of our video. So, I hope that helps. See you next time.